Hello, good morning, how are we doing? Anybody there? We'll see. I'm just gonna move the camera slightly. There we go. How are we doing? Let's see, I got a bit of space. Okay. I'm just going to give a minute or two, see if people join in. I'm Julie. I work from the Mayfair in Lakeshore. What we're going to do today is a full body workout. Try and get everything in there and get the heart rate up a little bit, but also work on building some strength. You're just looking to keep the muscle time under tension, get some work in. If anyone wants to give me a wave, say hello, introduce yourself, feel free. Otherwise, I'm just talking to my phone for 45 minutes, which I'm not used to. So, I'm getting used to it. It's different. Okay. Who have we got? Thank you. Good morning, Lisa. How are you? Anyone else? A few takers? Okay. So what you're going to need is, let me see. Full squat, Russian twist. Something with a bit of weight to it. If you have any bands, if you've got a T-Rex rows, whatever you've got. I'm going to give you options and you can just jump in with whatever you've got. If you have a foam roller, have it handy, but just depends what you've got. Okay, I'm going to give you options, we can play around with it. So what we're going to start with is a little bit of mobility. We're going to open up your spine. So you're going to come down into a box position, hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. What I want you to do is to roll the spine up as high as you can into your cat position, then drop down and bring that chin up. So rolling it up, then coming down. So you're just looking to open up that spine. There's 24 little joints in there and you're looking to open it up. From there, we're going to go with tail wag. So tail wag, you're going to bring your hip and your rib cage together on one side, open on the other, and alternate. So this is just going to open up through the lower back. I got some comments. Oh, there we go. Who have we got? I can't read. Okay, Michelle Yee, you're here. Mary, excellent. And side to side. From there, you're going to keep your hands planted on the ground. You're going to roll your shoulders around your wrists. Change direction. Just going to open up then in between your T-spine, so in between the shoulder blades. You're going to sink the hips down. You're going to place one hand on the back of the head. You're going to bring your elbow to elbow. Open it up. Let your eyes follow the elbow. Coming back. Change sides. So hands on the back of the neck, head. Elbow comes to elbow. Let the eyes follow the elbow. And we're going to go for the world's greatest stretch. Just open up through your hip flexors. So you're going to come into a push-up position. You're going to step one leg forward. You're going to drive the hips forward, drive the knee out, drive your shoulder blades down your back. Lengthen it up. Eyes flow up towards your fingertips. Holding it there. Oh, I can't read. Need new eyes. And then from there we're going to change sides. So step the other leg forward, drive the glutes forward, drive the knee out, lengthen it up. Holding it there. Oh, what do I need? I need my matching books. Give me 1 second, I'm just going to grab some supplies. So I'm just going to grab 2 books that are kind of the same height. And we're going to play around. So, a little bit for your shoulders. So I'm going to roll forward, roll back. Chin towards towards the chest, lengthen the arms forward, open up the chest. So you're just rolling through. So if you have a band, mini band, perfect. We're going to place it around the lower part of your leg, so just under the knee. That's going to be for our squats. I'm going to give you a couple of variations. I'm going to use 2 books under my heels to give a little bit more ankle mobility so I can get down a little bit lower. So if you've got something that is equal height, maybe an inch, half an inch, and just prop it under the heels, it's going to get you lower into that squat. It's going to feel better. So you can either do the band on here, weight in hand, and this is going to be your squat. We're going to pulse and drive back up. So come down, come back up about a quarter, come down, back up. That's going to be your squat. So you can either do with a band or with a weight. And a weight can be anything that you've got in the house. It can be your cat, it can be a child, it can be laundry liquid, whatever we've got. Then we're going to do Russian twist. Your Russian twist, you are going to come down sitting. Heels are down, toes are up. You're going to lengthen up nice and long through your lower back, and you're going to rotate side to side. Easier, feet are on the ground. Harder, feet are up, and you're going to rotate. You can do it no weight and just get that movement going on, or you can add a little bit of a weight side to side. So with the squat, it's up to you. I'm going to aim between 8 and 12 reps, see where I get to. You want to make sure you're getting a little bit of a burn through the front of the legs. And 8 to 12. If you've got no weight and you've got no band, then maybe you might go to 20 reps. It all depends on how you are fixed with weights and stuff like that at home. Then we're going to do Russian twist. It's going to be 10 per side. Any questions? We good to go? Why, yes, Julie. How many rounds are we going to do? We're going to do 4. Okay? I'll ask myself questions. It's okay. I'm just going to grab a weight that I'm happy to use. I'm going to put the band on just under my knees. If you have a band, put the band on. Okay? You're going to set it up. My heels are going to come onto the books. I'm going to drive my knees out to get a lot of space through my hips. Weight comes up into your chest. Draw your shoulder blades back. Okay, so your shoulder blades are drawn down your back. You're going to drive the knees out and come up. Don't forget the pulse. You're going to come down, pulse up for 1. Looking to drive those knees out for 2. 3. For 4. 5. 6. Should be feeling a little bit into the fronts of the legs. If you need to make it harder, slow it down, pulse back up for 9, 10. I'm going to go for 2 more. Keep the spine nice and long and coming up. All good? Band's going to come off. You're going to come sitting. You're going to grab a weight. So heels are down to start. Lengthen nice and long through the spine. Angle back slightly. Chest is proud. You're going to rotate side to side. Bring the feet up if you want to make it harder. We're going to go for 10 each side. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's going to get harder as we go. And I'm going to be able to talk less as we go. I'm going to grab some water. So stand into the band. Bring it up just under the knees. If you have a weight, grab the weight. If you've got laundry liquid, grab your laundry liquid, whatever you got. Get those heels onto your books. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, draw your elbows down by your sides. You're going to drive the knees out. Pulse, come back up. Slow it down, pulse. Driving those knees out, make sure your glutes are working. For 3. You do not want your knees rolling in. For 4, spine's nice and long. For 6. For 7. 8. Should be getting a little bit of a burn now. One more. And rest. If you need to go for 20 reps, go for 20 reps. By all means, don't let me stop you. Come down. Heels down, toes are up. You're going to set it up. I'm stalling. Harder. Bring the legs up. Rotate, stay nice and long from your lower back. Bring you up 10 each side. 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, 2 to go. 2 rounds, that is. So grab your band. It's going to go on. How are we doing? Heart rate should be up a little bit. I've turned off the AC, so I'm going to sweat. Let's be honest. That's okay. I need it. So heels are going to come onto the edge. You're always looking to drive the knees out to make sure that these guys are turning on. Okay, so your glutes are going to help figure out where your knees are going once they're turned on. Hopefully I don't drop this on my toes. So, knees out, squat down, pulse, come back up. Come down, pulse, back up, slow and controlled. You should find it easier to get lower into the squat once your heels are elevated. 4, 5. Keep those shoulder blades drawing down your back. Your neck is nice and long. Slow it down if you need to make it a little bit harder. I'm going to go for 2 more. 1 more. And rest. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Water. Russian twist. Set it up. Nice and long from your lower back. Shoulder blades. Draw them down. Neck is nice and long. There goes my voice. Lengthen it up, side to side. Staying long through the back. And rest. Okay, 1 to go. 1 more round. If you're using a band, you're going to step into it. Whee. The band can always go above the knees. I just like to mix it up, play around with it. So step the heels onto the books, onto your platform. Kettlebell weight in towards your chest. You want to make sure your neck is nice and long. Take the tension out of the neck. Drive the knees out. We're going to squat. Pulse, come back up. For 2. Six. 7. 8. 9. I'm going to go for 3 more. 10, drive the knees out. 11, and 12. Feel a little bit of work? Fantastic. Band is going to come off. Going to go back to your Russian twist. Okay. So lengthen up nice and long from the lower back. Grab a weight if you need it to make it a little bit more challenging. Feet are up, 10 on each side. (16, 17, 18, 19, 20). Fantastic. Now we're going to mix it up. We're going to do 3 rounds. Some push-ups, because Julie loves push-ups, and we're going to do some form of row. If you have a TRX row, by all means, you're going to row, squeeze those shoulder blades together. If you have a band comes around, where is it? Your band comes around the arches of your feet. Feed your hand through. So you're just trying to get nice and long through the spine. Get your shoulder blades moving in towards the spine. Elbows are coming past your rib cage. Another variation is with the small band. You're going to come over, grab the band, and row. I can't do it, that one's too thick. It's too strong for me. Good thing I have selection. It's the same idea. Keep one hand there and drive that elbow back. Draw your shoulder blade in towards your spine. Or you can do a row. So feet are just outside the kettlebells, shins are vertical, stick the bum out, chest out, roll it up. You're just looking to activate through here, to get some movement through here. When we're sitting a lot, these guys get loosened. We want to strengthen them back up. 3's better than 4. Ooh. You could be right there. You could be right. Okay. So we are going to go for your push-up variation. You can do it on the wall. You can do it on an elevated surface. So if you have a chair, a bench, a sofa, you can put a little bit of weight through that. Push up. Keep your body rigid. It's one movement. It's a plank and your arms are moving. Okay? Elbows are going to come by your ears, down by your sides, not by your ears. I don't want you here. I want you here. Shoulders in a better position when we're down here as opposed to here. Not good. Okay? So you know on the wall, a bench, you can do your eccentric. So that's just loading it. Coming down. And reset, come up, whatever way. Come down. And reset. Whatever variation you want to do, just make sure your legs are active. So squeeze your legs, squeeze your glutes, core is active, and you're going to push up. Any questions? Okay, no, we're good? Okay, fantastic. 3 rounds. Push-ups between 8 and 10. If you're doing eccentric, just the fall downs, maybe 5. See where you're at, and then your row, whatever variation, I'm just going to jump in between. You're just looking to activate through here and get a bit of work. So it could be 8, could be 10, could be 12, depending on what you have. Could be up to 20. So, I'm going to start with your push-up. I think I've already done about 40 today, but that's okay. So, I'm going to start with your full push-up. So, hands underneath your shoulders, just slightly wider than shoulder distance. You're going to set up onto the toes, legs, glutes, core, everything's working. Do not let your hips come down. I'd rather your hips be up a little bit higher then lower down. I don't want you feeling your lower back. So when you're ready, we're going to come down. We're going to go for 10. If you're doing eccentric, you probably get to 5 or 6. Feel good? Fantastic. Okay, I am going to go for my banded row. Going to come down, feed your hands through, set it up. So you want to have a little arch in your lower back, whichever position you're at. I don't want you here, I want you here. So nice and long through the spine. I'm going to turn my palms up and I'm going to drive my elbows with my palms back behind. So So you're looking to draw your shoulder blades in together. If you've got TRX, use a TRX. Use a kettlebell, use a dumbbell, whatever you've got. Bag full of books. You're just looking to work the opposite of the chest. That's going to be the back. So your push-up and then your opposing back. We're going to roll back over round 2 of your push-ups. So if you're elevated, again, just make sure your hips aren't sinking down. I'm going to go eccentric this time. I'm going to hold it for about 4 or 5 seconds on the way down. So set it up. Lift those hips a little bit. I'm going to slide my shoulders over my fingertips. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up, set it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. You want your body rigid. You're controlling the movement. Neck is nice and long. Gaze is towards the floor. I'm going to go for 2 more. So I had a couple of kettlebells before all this kicked off, let's just say. So I had some kettlebells at home. Then I went to the treadmill factory to find a few heavier because my boyfriend was insisting we get heavier because he needed heavier. So we're going to set it up. I'll continue my story as we go. So shins are vertical, little arch in the lower back. If you're using a weight, you're going to drive it up. So we're going to go for 8 to 10 on each side. Just make sure you're feeling that contraction in between your shoulder blade and your spine. And change over. So I think we made 3 separate trips to the treadmill factory to try and find heavier kettlebells. But we didn't find anything, which is fair enough. Everything was sold out. So he's still harping on at me that we need heavier, we need heavier. And I'm like, okay, I'll find some. And when you're done, we're going to come back down off the ground. Last round of push-ups. So I asked a co-worker, could I borrow some kettlebells? And my co-worker said, yeah, no problem. You can have a 20 kg and a 24 kg. Fantastic. Has my boyfriend used them once? Absolutely not. In the month or 3 weeks that they've been sitting there, he hasn't touched them. I have, he hasn't. Anyway, madness. Feet come together, squeeze the glutes. We're going to come down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Body's rock solid. We're aiming for 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your gaze straight down. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go for 3 more. Set it up. 4, 3, and 1 more, 2 more, who knows. I'm going to go 1 more, finish it off. Body solid. Hold it there for 4, 3, as slow as you can, 2, and 1. That's where you're going to build your strength. It's not the actual push-up, it's the coming down that's going to control it and build your strength. We're going to go back for your row, whichever variation you want to go with. I'm going kettlebell. Feet are at distance, shins are vertical, stick the bum out, little arch in that lower back, chest is proud. Okay, you want to be in this position. It's your spine's natural, strongest position. This is not. Okay, you want all the weight evenly dispersed through your spine. Hand comes onto the kettlebell, drive it up, whatever weight you've got. Nine and 10. I'm going to change sides. So shins vertical, take the glutes out, little arch in the lower back, chest is proud. Keep your chin towards your chest, gaze towards your feet. Driving that shoulder blade in towards your spine. That's where we're looking to work. And 10. Fantastic. Lisa, that's 3 rounds, isn't it? Hope so. Where's my water? There it is. Okay. So what we're going to finish off with is 4 separate exercises. I'm going to give you options to make it harder, options to make it easier. I'm just going to grab my timer. So we are going to go with a hip press, plank of some variation, back extension, and mountain climbers. So you're going to need a pair of socks and some sort of slippy floor, be it tiles, be it laminate floor, be it a wood floor, whatever it is, you want something, oh yeah, you can slip on. Can you tell I'm losing my mind? Dancing to my phone. Okay. So what we're going to do is 3 rounds of 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 4 exercises. I'm going to go through the exercises so you know what we're doing. Couch cat, I like it. Okay, so what we're doing, you're going to go hip press on the roller. If you have a roller, fantastic. If you don't worry about it. If you have an empty bottle of wine or a bottle of wine, that'll do. I want that roller to stay in one position and you're going to lift up. So you're going to put the arches of your feet on the roller. You're not going to roll the roller out. You are going to push through the feet, lift the hips up. You're looking to engage, do not touch the ground. Engage, do not touch the ground with the glutes. Okay, we are looking to do 20 seconds of that. Then we're going to flip it over. If you want to challenge the arms a little bit, we're going to do a plank up as opposed to plank, but I'm going to give you options. So you set it up in your plank on the elbows as your starting position. Keep the hips up slightly, do not sink into it. You're going to bring your hand under your shoulder, lift up, change sides, hands under the shoulder, lift up. You want your hands under the shoulder because it's the strongest position. If you're out here, it's harder on your shoulder. I want it under your shoulder. Okay? Or you can just do a hard style plank. Hard style plank, feet come together, legs are active, core is active, glutes active. Slide your shoulders over your fingertips. I'm on my tippy toes. You're going to hold it there for 20 seconds. Okay, that's your hard style plank. If I was to come around and leave my backpack on your back, you are going to be fully supported. Everything's active to hold you there. You're not soft and you're going to fall. I want everything active. Back extension, it comes up, so your chin towards your chest, gaze towards the floor, arms overhead. You're going to contract and relax. Thinking about driving your thumbs down into your back pockets. Okay, so set the arms. I want the shoulders drawn down the back. Then my favorite, we're going to finish off with cleaning the floor, your mountain climbers. Okay, any questions? No? No? Okay, fantastic. So 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 4 exercises. We're going to do it 3 times. So we're just going to roll straight through. I could be mean and do the same exercise 3 times. No, I won't be mean. Okay, we good? So grab your bottle of wine. It's a bit early. So, arches the feet, come onto the roller. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. You're going to drive it up, squeeze the glutes, come down. Drive it up, come down. So it's all about tempo and making sure you're not touching the ground. Keep working. Come down. Change it over. We're going to start in your plank position. I'm going to start on the ground. If you're going hard style, you're starting on your hands. You're going to push it up, come back down. Hand is always coming under the shoulder, hips are up. Do not sink into your lower back. Keep working your alternating sides. Keep working. And rest. And we're going to come lying down, face down, lengthen the arms up, thumbs are up. Chin towards your chest, contract, relax. Contract, relax. If you want to make it a little bit easier, leave one leg out, leave both legs out, just contracting and relaxing. Contract, and relax. You're looking to work through the back of the body. This is, okay, excellent. Uh-oh. There we go to my favorite. Mountain climbers. So, hands set on the ground. Lengthen it up. You're going to clean the floor, driving it in and out. One knee in, one knee out. One knee in, one knee out. Let's go. Keep moving, keep working, keep breathing. Shoulders are drawn down your back. Your neck is nice and long. No tension in the neck. Let's go. Clean the floor. And rest. Going back to your hip press. Roll it over. Grab your roller. If you don't have a roller, just push through the floor. Let's go. Drive it up. Tempo. You're trying to knock out as many reps as you can. Drive it up. Try not to let your glutes touch the ground. Arms are up, harder. Down is easier. Rollers away. Flip it over. You're going to go into your plank. Up or plank. Let's go. Drive it up. Hand is underneath that shoulder. Core is active. Keep working. Just hold it in a plank if you need to. Rest. Next is your back extension. Fantastic. Coming down. Thumbs up. Gaze down. Contract. Relax. Just go opposites if you need to. Just looking to fire through the back of the body. Drive your shoulder blade down the back. Thumbs are up. Rest. What's next? Mountain climbers. Uh-oh. These are going to slow down, let me tell you. Pick a different space on the floor so you can clean that. Set it up. Let's go. 20 seconds. Hips are up. Hands and shoulders are over each other. Let's go. Keep the tempo there. Keep working. You're breathing. Luckily, you're not talking. 3, 2, 1. One more round to go. Hip press. Set it up. Let's go. We're working. Hands are on the ground if you need to make it a little bit easier. Push the hips up. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the glutes. Keep working. Oh, yes. Okay. Plank. When we're ready. And let's go. Hold in your plank position, or you're going to do plank ups. It's up to you. Depends how you feel. Keep working. 20 seconds of work. Last time on the plank ups. Core is active. Hips are up. And rest. Back extension. Again, opposites if you want to. You're just looking to contract. Contract. Keep working. Okay, last bit of work, mountain climbers. Let's put the work in. Finish strong. Plant the hands. Lift the hips. Let's go. Sliding it in and out. Keep working. Drive the knees out a little bit if you can. You do not want the knees rolling in, especially as we get tired. Let's go. 5 seconds. Keep working. Keep moving. Clean the floor. I might be afraid to look at my socks. They're all right. Okay, so grab a little bit of water. How are we doing? We're gonna do some stretching, a little bit of breathing. So we are gonna start with your hip flexor. Knees down on the ground. Kneecap should feel comfortable, so it should be under a rug, carpet, mat, whatever you got. You're going to squeeze the glutes. You're going to glide forward and side bend. Okay, so you're looking to stretch out through the front of the hip. So you're side bending, glide the hips forward a little bit. And back off. Change sides, knees down, step it out, and side bend. So you want to activate your glute. Muscles work in pairs. So if your glute's active, the front of your hip can actually stretch out a little bit. They can relax. Reciprocal inhibition. One works, one relaxes. Okay. Then we're going to come up, nice wide stance, point the toes, go wide with this one. I want to stretch out to the back of your legs. So go wide with the feet, drop down, drop the head down, bring the weight into the balls of your feet. You're going to feel stretch at the back of the body. Try to let your head drop down, let the blood flow, relax through the head, the brain. Weight comes into the balls of the feet. Then we're going to go for a shin box. So one shin in front, one to the side. We're going to lengthen up from the lower back, and you're going to bring your chest down over your knee. So you should not feel this stretch into your knee. It should be into your hip. You might feel a little bit into your lower back. You might feel it into the back of the leg, but I do not want you to feel it into your knee. That's where I do not want you to feel it. And change sides. One shin in front, one to the side, lengthen up nice and long from your lower back, fall forward, coming down. We're going to stretch out through the chest. So for this one, you're going to come lying face down. You're going to lengthen one arm out at shoulder height. That palm is going to come out onto the floor. Can you see it? So your palm's down. And then you're going to come onto your fingertips here. And you're going to look to bring your shoulder back one on top of the other. And if you can, just bring this leg down. You're just looking to open up through the chest, the shoulder, and you get a little bit of rotation through the spine. Then we're going to change sides. So lengthen that arm out, fingertips, lengthen back. So you're just looking to get one shoulder back on top of the other, open up through the chest and shoulder. Come back down, one hand on top of the other. You're going to bring your heels up and you're going to sink them side to side. Rest your head on your hands and just loosen out through your lower back. Try and keep looking straight down, as it's going to keep your spine in neutral. If it feels tight on one side, just let the heels dangle there for a little bit longer. Okay, hope you all feel good. Please make sure to drink a little bit of water today, maybe a little bit more. Eat something, maybe stretch later on. And I'm going to go have a shower. Thank you very much for joining. Hope to see you soon.